People take up the cause of liberty, then no government can keep them down.
I think the groundswell of opposition to what's been happening is really quite exciting.
Really strong. It could be a really strong movement. I think it's a really important issue.
I'm not actually entirely sure how I found out about the event. It was a link on something on the internet, and I kind of started reading through it, watching some of the videos, and thought, I think this is a really important event. And it was
by the state. And then over the past 10 years or so, I found those rights being drip being taken away from us, which is why I came here today to find a sense of not being alone in that. And
in the 1950s, we were the freest country in the world, we were the most peaceful, law-abiding country in the world, and now we're reduced to torturing people? I mean, anger isn't really the word, it's a combination of shame and rage. And that's why I'm here.
Generally, we seem to operate under the delusion that we can sacrifice liberty and get more security, but the fact of the matter is we can't. If we sacrifice liberty, we don't get security out of it. It's not that type of trade-off.
Flying around, I think there's always an element of preaching to the converted, and the fact that a lot of people who are here, already care about human rights and things like that, but it does seem like this is very big in its scope.
I can't see the civil liberty situation improving in the United Kingdom in the next 10, 20 years unless we as individuals get off our backsides and come out and try and do something about it.
What really impressed me was the way that different people from different walks of life, different backgrounds, different political opinions, with different views on a wide range of issues came together on this one subject. And it was so bipartisan and so objective. It was really a brilliant example of tradition of British toleration at its best, focusing on one issue.
Thinking of all the campaigns I've been involved in politically over the last 20 odd years or so, nothing has had quite this sense of acute importance and significance. And that's absolutely right, because what we have to do is educate the public into recognizing that because liberty is precious and involves risks, there are risks that a mature society ought to be prepared to take.
I think we need to write to our MPs, basically, which is what I've done. And it's probably it's the first time in my life I've done such a thing. It's the first time in my life I've ever come to a convention, anything like this. I'm not a very political person, actually.
They say politics is the art of the possible, but we need to influence what we imagine is possible.
This convention has brought 1,500 people together from different walks of life, young and old, black and white, men and women, together in one day, in one place, to communicate, to negotiate, to talk together, to have a conversation, to have a dialogue. I think this is a wonderful opportunity. Nothing is perfect, things can always be improved, but it's a good start. And if this day and this convention can sow the seeds of action, seeds of working together, seeds of liberty in the minds of people, I think the convention will have done a great job.